Morning everyone, Don Walker here. Just want to make a video today. I was sitting here listening to Jim Rohn this morning. I usually like to start the day, especially in the morning time, listening to some type of either motivational speaking or some type of personal development, because I believe anyone, regardless of what level of life you're in, should be listening to any kind of personal development or speaking every day, especially from ones that have had some type of level of accomplishment, like such as Jim Rohn or Zig Ziglar. And I was sitting here thinking about what makes someone successful. Really, everyone wants success, and then success is kind of it's a very subjective topic, because many people have different perspectives on what they feel success is. I mean, for example, a teacher may think that once they've accomplished their education and they're in their field, that they've reached a level of success because they're now fulfilling what their life's calling is. Someone who's an entrepreneur may have a monetary level of success, with the actual number of what they feel is, considered success. Sitting here thinking like what my definition of success is and how it relates to me and in everything that I've ever done. I mean, I can think back stories of going to school, staying up late, knowing that many people, regardless of whether the background they come from, that have success, have all done the same things. Now, there are people that are out there that don't come into terms with that. But let's look at what people that are successful do. You look at the Hollywood movie stars, and you look at when they make a movie, the type of work they put into these movies and the time they put into these movies. They work anywhere from 18 up to 20 hours a day, and sometimes they don't sleep at all because, one, they are on time schedules. Two, there's a lot of work to do when you're actually on a scene and you're in another country, and you only have so much time to take some of these scenes because they have contracts with wherever they're working in certain countries with the cities, or they're paying contracted amounts for actual places where they're renting, like whether it be in a public park or downtown area, and they have only but so much time to get it done, so they can't take too many breaks within a 3 or 4 day period sometimes. So a lot of people think that being a Hollywood movie star is really glamorous. The end result is when they actually make the movie and they have a lot of success from the quality of work that they put out, but the actual process of being a movie star isn't. It's very difficult. The only thing that keeps them really intact is the fact that they have a passion for their craft. Let's look at another example of success. If I wanted to get my MBA and I contemplated going back to college, I realized, knowing that having a college degree, what it took to do that, the countless nights that I stayed up late, sleepless nights, staying up late past midnight, burning the midnight oil, knowing that I have to do what it takes to become successful. And many people do. I mean, if you have a master's degree, I have many friends that have moved on and have done many things in their careers. The sacrifices that they've made, 2 to 3 years of not going out with their friends, not traveling much, not going on vacation, not going out and spending money on excess things, knowing that they're making a sacrifice for the next 2 or 3 years to have a better life. I look at people like that, regardless of where they are and the income that they make, knowing that there are life lessons to be learned to accomplish the success that you really want. Now, looking at an entrepreneurial perspective, if someone wants to be an entrepreneur, they really have to go through a learning curve, especially if they have something new or if there's a new craft. In my case, I've been in sales for the better part of 10 years, so it took time for me to perfect that craft. I didn't learn how to become an effective salesperson overnight. It took time for me to really get better at it, and into a position where I was actually able to train people and become a manager in a lot of the roles that I worked in with my jobs. Now I'm looking on the internet and I have experience all with that, but I realized that if I want to be better and become a better leader on the internet and to learn and to be an example, first of all, people have to know that I'm out here doing it and I'm learning, and as I'm learning, I'm going to provide as much value as I can to everyone out on the internet. But another thing is, I have to get better within myself. I have to constantly work on my personal development and learn the technical things and the tools that are needed to become better on the internet. See, the main problem on the internet and the main problem with people looking for opportunities is that they really don't make a choice, because success really is there. It's a state of mind. It's the type of attitude we take on our personal, choices. And many people, they want opportunities and they want success. I mean, it's fair to say the majority of people want success, but are they willing to do what it takes to become successful, regardless of the challenges that they're going to foresee, regardless of their financial backing? If someone has the financial backing to invest in their business and their personal, development, they're going to get ahead. But someone who doesn't have that, it doesn't mean that they're not going to be able to do the same. It's just that they're going to have to endure more pain. And see, I've realized that looking at people that had both money to do these things and people that started at ground zero, there's too many stories on the internet where people are considered high school dropouts, or they had just a regular 9-to-5 job, or they were a blue-collar worker, or they were unemployed and they had no money, and they figure out ways to, and they dug deep and they persevered to have the success that anyone would ever want. I look at that and I say, what makes the ones that don't follow through with what the demands are to be truly successful? Is it a matter of they just get really tired? Does it matter if they just don't persevere? Does it matter that they just get really burned out in the process? Or they just really don't have a big enough reason why they're doing what they do? Because when you've worked 5 to 10 years doing the same thing that you don't like and you're miserable, and you know that you've hit a brick wall, there's going to only be 2 things you're going to do. You're either going to tuck the tail in between your legs and keep going back into the miserable path that you really don't want to do, or you're going to fight for your life and really work hard to make the changes regardless of the obstacles that you're going to face. See, that's really basically what it is. Digging deep and really looking always for the better road and better path to follow, and make sure that you're doing everything you can daily to get to the success that anyone would ever want. I just wanted to share that with you today, folks, and I hope you're having a great day. You definitely deserve the best. And until next time, this is Don Walker signing off.